praising himself subhanahu wa ta'ala and describing himself, the one who has in his hand is al-mulk. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. Al-mulk, which is that which is owned. Al-malik is the one who owns things. Al-malik, the owner, al-malik, the king, al-mulk is what's owned. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Malik al-mulk. He is the owner of all ownership. So whatever ownership, as we talked about it, whatever ownership that we have, it is temporary, and the ownership of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is absolute. So He is al-Khaliq and He is al-Malik or al-Malik. He is the one who created and He is the one who owns His creation. And He's capable over everything in His creation. So nothing happens in the creation without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is our understanding again and again, that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala owns is everything. What we own is something limited with limited control over it. And that control is given to us by Allah, and at the day of judgment we will be in charge and will be asked about that control which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you on it. What did you do with it? So that is the whole story, right? But we have some impression that we are in control. And a believer, a Muslim, is the one who submits and surrenders to Allah and knows what within his heart that all control belongs to Allah, not to him. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the door for us to control things, that is a door for test. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. He's the one who created death, created life, so He will test you who is among you have the best of the deed. So that's it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the theme of the surah, that what happens, that it is within the dominion that belongs to Allah, by the permission of Allah, and you are in it being tested. You are created, you're going to die, and you're going to come back to life, and you're going to be resurrected in the way of standing, being asked, what did you do in that which you were in control of? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us in control of ourselves first. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave our senses the submission to us, right? Our body and our limbs, okay, and our capabilities of doing whatever it is that we do through the heart that we have, the mind that we think with, the vision that we see, the hand that we see, we have the feet that we have, the tongue that we have. All of this is mulk, it's an ownership that Allah has given us. On the day of judgment, that mulk will be taken away. Okay. يوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم. The day we will seal them out meaning the tongue is not, you want to say something, you will not be able to say anything at that day. Another word, that action that was normally just comes out naturally like that, you sit there and you talk, and it is effortless, okay, action here, that is not going to respond to you. So the mouth is not going, you want it to speak, it's not going to speak. What تكلمنا أيديهم, that their hand will speak to us. The hand will have a way of testimony, or giving a testimony at the day of judgment. So it is that ownership is severed at that day. There is no relationship. And now it is going to speak. وَتَشْهَدُ أَرْجُلُهُم, that the day that their feet will be a witness as well. So the limbs that you had control of it, it is gone. So لِمَنِ الْمُلْكُ الْيَوْمَ لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. That is to whom belong true ownership today, لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ. That is Allah, the only one, and He is the compeller that compels everything to a certain way, or to all everything, to every command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives, it cannot resist it. It will obey to it. It will have an obedience to it. Now, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they severed all ownership. And the ownership will belong to Allah, and Allah alone, absolutely, like it always does, but no one will have an opportunity, will have a temporary ownership that day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving that seeing or understanding at the beginning, that there was nothing, and I created everything. And that which I created, I am in total control of it. And nothing happens to it except by my creation. And I created you, and death is there for you as well. And I created you as a being that has a choice. Therefore, I give it an ability to do or do not do. A choice. So I give you some kind of ownership, some kind of a mulk. Okay? And then you're going to die and be asked about the mulk that you were given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now will come to the description now of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creation that Allah created, and then moves to the day of judgment and what happens to it, and concepts. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us certain concepts in this surah throughout the whole Quran. We need to have it very clear in our mind, and also let us look. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to look. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala constantly teasing our mind, teasing our hearts, okay, our intellect, to keep it awake, to look, to ponder, to see, to think, to decipher, and things are clear. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just give our attention to it, pay attention to this, look at this and look at that, think about this, think about that. How beautiful the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. That awakens our heart and our mind and our senses. So we'll continue, inshallah.
الذي خلق سبع سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور. Who has created the seven heavens one above another, You can see no fault in the creation of the most gracious. Then look again. Can you see any rifts?
Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Khaliq. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, look at the Khalq that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. Look above you. And that is usually, we don't do that much. Right? We walk and look around us, in front of us, the side, here and there, but you don't usually look up. Okay? Because what you're busy with is what's surrounding you. So this is a look up, meaning looking away from what you usually look at. So that has to do with stopping. Right? When you look at what you are busy with, you are busy with it and you're looking at it. But when you because you're handling it. But when you look up, there is nothing you could do about what's above you there. Okay? You're just looking up for reflection. Okay? Or to get some information quickly. To get to know, is it cloudy, is this, but it is not much relationship between us and what's above us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, look up. Okay? Look up in the skies. He's the one who created the skies above you. And ponder about that. Okay? That how this, was created above you in such a way. And study it. Study it here, that is a big door is open for us. Right? Meaning you could study when you're just reflecting on it with your eyes, or scientifically, if you will. Study and get to know what it is. Okay, look at it in a little bit more details. Look at the movements of the stars here and there, and the sun, and the cloud, and so forth. Look at all of this. It is designed with a very specific measure. Okay? And this is, everything is created with a specific measure. But the issue here is that measure we can judge, or we can notice, or we do not notice. Right? Okay, so the specific measure that we have is one of the specific measures is the sun. The sun, we know exactly when it is going to rise and when it's going to sit. And we could set the daily routine according to the sun. Right? The daily routine, the exact time of the day and what you're going to do in it. And the prayers. Okay, so it is our watch, if you will. The watch that you have. The time, this is the time, and you put number on it. Okay? But it is according to the sun. That's how accurate it is. Okay? Dhuhr time. And you know what Dhuhr is? The relationship with the sun and the earth. What is that Dhuhr time? And what is Maghrib time? What is Asr time? And so forth. Okay? That's very specific. Then the moon, that is not, it is specific, but we use it as a calendar. However, at the end of the month, we don't know. Is this the end of the month? When is the new month now? We don't know. It keeps shifting. So we have to exert an effort to measure that by going and looking and see if the crescent is here or not, and so forth, is born or not. Okay. Then there are clouds and wind. So what is this cloud is going to be doing? Okay, is it going to come today? Not come today? There is no way for you to measure that at all. You could see it coming from far away, and you could expect it with the speed of the wind that it will come to you within an hour or something like that. Okay, but that's all. It's not accurate, and you don't know when it's going to form and how it's going to flow and so forth. And also, when it's going to release its water, you cannot measure that either. And how much water, how much rain you're going to have here. And when it's going to stop raining at a certain area and then start again some other area. So that you cannot measure. Okay? That is the mulk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The mulk that you can detect its system in some ways and you cannot detect it in other ways. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, not because you cannot detect it, that means it's not controlled. Nothing happens haphazardous like that. It happens with a very specific measure. Okay? So you look up in the sky. See how is there any imperfection in this? Okay? No, it is everything is designed with a relationship that has a relationship. And everything that is submitted and surrendering to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the command of Allah. Except us and jinn. We are also given a command. Okay? But see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a command that is kawni, right? A creative command. A command for the creation. The creation cannot disobey Allah. That is an amr kawni. And within us also there is amr kawni was given to us. But also amr shar'i. Okay? So the amr kawni that we are in is the one that we have no hand in it. You don't know when were you born. You have no idea when you're going to die. You don't know how tall you're going to be. You don't know when you're going to get sick. There are many unknowns about you that is happening to you. And you have no hand in doing anything about it. So you have no choice in it. That's the Amr Kawni, that is the creative command that was given to you. This is what's going to happen to you. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us another command, okay, which is Shara'i. Shara'i meaning tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. That means you have a choice in that now. Okay? But the Amr Shara'i does not get away from the Amr Kawni. Meaning that commands that Allah has given you to do or not to do, it is not coming out of the boundary of what Allah commands. Right? So you have a choice to do something. You try to do it. But it's not going to come out of the boundary that Allah already has for that to happen or not happen. So you try to do something and it might not happen, it might happen, Allahu A'lam. That is most of the Amr al-Kawni. But the Amr al-Shari, you have to do what you have to do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge us according to the Amr al-Shari that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Because we have a choice in. Okay? And as we said last week, it starts with the inside, with the intention, why you're doing what you're doing. And once that is corrected, then things after that comes into play in a way of reward. And if that is corrupted, then everything else will come into the way of you are getting for what your intention is, but at the day of judgment, it stops. That deed stops. It's not going to have any effect on you as far as reward are concerned. No, you've been paid. Okay? So again, look at that which is the kawn around you, the sky above you, and look at that, the commands that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given it, and the perfection that's in it.
ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير. Then look again and yet again. Your sight will return to you in a state of humiliations and worn out.
Right? Okay? You go ahead and look up again. See, you can look in front of you a lot. You can sit there and just look around. And you can, so long that your eyes is open, what happened, you can see. It's not like the ear. Right? You can close your eyes and you do not see. The ear is open all the time. Right? You must hear what's going on. Okay? So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell you look up again. Look up again, because it takes some effort. You have to tilt your head up and look. You have to be conscious of that. Okay? Look again. In other words, go to study again and look and observe again. Okay? And by trying to look and study, do you find any faults? Whatever it is that you see, and the movement of it, and how whatever it does, its work in a perfection to get a result that is written, that is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you cannot really do anything about it either, right? When you are looking at something that is around you, you can have the idea that you could manipulate it, right? You see something happen, okay, I'm going to do something about it here, this and that. But when you look at something that's very far away from you, there is nothing you can do about it except observing it. Okay? So look again and observe it. And this is something that we do not do much. Okay? To observe the creation around us. Okay? Just to go out for the purpose of reflecting. Okay? Just reflecting. This is an act of worship. Okay? إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار. Indeed, in the creation of heaven and the earth and the difference between day and night, ayat, it is ayat, it is signs, it's miracles that you go and reflect on it. For those who have cores, who have hearts and mind, and reflect and so forth. So, do you find any faults or anything there that is not proper? Or something is not quite right? No. It is a perfection there.
ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير. And indeed we have adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made such lamps missiles to drive away the shayateen, the devils, and have prepared for them the torment of the blazing fire.
Okay. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us to look at it during the night. Right? Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a word here to the sky at night with the stars in it. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا, we beautified. Okay? Another word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us another dimension here of the creation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not just create the creation to function a certain way only, but it is in a beautiful way as well. This shows the attributes of Allah, the attributes of Jamal, the attributes of beauty. Okay? You can, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى, you want to do something to your room, and you're going to hang something on the wall. You do not just take it and hang it there. First of all, why do you hang it there? Will it have any function in particular? It could have something that you use and you can hang it on the wall. But also, you choose the color of it. You choose where to put it in the wall, to relation to other things around, and so forth. And you step back and you look at it, and you move it a little bit here and there. Why do you do all of that? Because you have a sense of beauty in you that Allah created in you, and you are exercising this beauty, ability to see things and like it or dislike it or adjust it and so forth, and mixing colors and so forth. This is something that Allah put in us, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has in abundance. Right? So here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, look how I beautified this sky, lower sky here for you. Okay? So look at it from that sense, that you're looking at this beauty. Okay? That is just beautiful. And how it is full. Right? Meaning that when you look at something that is plain, like the sky in the daytime. It is, and no cloud. It is all, just plain in one color, like, right? And look at it without much details in it. Look at it, the time of sunrise or sunset. The colors change a little bit, and how maybe some clouds here and there. It is another scenery, another beauty for that. And then look at it now it is full of details. It's a whole different dimension of beauty, right? It is just, lights all over the sky. It is some lights, okay? Millions and millions of them that is there. That's beautiful, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you to look at this beauty and enjoy that beauty. And use the beauty, the ability to beautify things, okay? And use it, that talent that Allah put in us to like things that are adjusted and manipulated and so forth. Okay? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I created for you animals, right? Okay. أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّا خَلَقْنَا لَهُم مِّمَّا عَمَلَتْ أَيْدِينَا أَنْعَامًا. Don't they see how we created with our hands for them an'am, cattle, فَهُمْ لَهَا مَالِكُونَ, that they are in control of it, meaning Allah created it in a way that's the same that you can control it. Okay? And what else? That you have فيها منافع ومشارب. Okay, you have in it benefit, and you can get hide from it, and you can eat from it, and you can drink from it milk, right? Okay? So look at it in this how it functions, right? It is created for you, and you can control it, and there's a benefit in it for you, right? In another ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, لَكُمْ فِيهَا جَمَالٌ حِينَ تُرِحُونَ وَحِينَ تَسْرَحُونَ. That is, you have beauty in it. Early in the morning as it comes, late at night as in the day, as the sun coming down, as it's coming back running to the barn or where it stays. And it has beauty also in the morning as it leaves. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you about beauty in the cattle and sheep and these animals, right? At a specific time of the day.
Allah says there is a beauty there. Okay? So Allah says, go and look at it. See how beautiful that scene is. Okay? As the sun coming down, okay, and then the animals are anxious to go home because it knows that sun is coming down, that the night is coming, and it needs to go to its safety and to its rest. It's been out all day. So you find in speed, coming a little bit, those who are familiar with that, they're moving quickly. Okay, not strolling around. No, in one direction and moving one after another. Okay, there is like they're determined to go somewhere. They're not looking at anything else. Okay, and there is in its movement. There is some kind of joy there. You could feel it as they're jumping, like as they're going back. And now they spend all night there. Now in the morning they want to go to eat now to the pasture. So they are looking forward to that. As the day breaks, how beautiful the daybreak is, and how they are up early in the morning, and now they are jumping again, going out for the pasture to eat and so forth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, look at this. Allah created beauty, and enjoy the beauty that Allah created. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, look up the skies above you. Okay? Look at the stars. زَيَّنَّاهَا. We put an ornament in it. Okay? Now imagine Allah's putting an ornament and how beautiful that would be, and how that beautiful design is. Okay, you cannot get enough of it. Okay? And especially, these days it's difficult to see the stars at night wherever you are because of the light pollution that's happening all over. But if you go in an area where is no light pollution, okay, meaning there is no cities close by that has light that's lit up at night, right? So there is no light coming out of the earth upwards that would pollute the darkness that is all above. And look at the stars, okay? I had that privilege when I was very little in the Nile and so forth, and how in the Mediterranean as well there, and how, especially the moonlit nights, and how the reflect of it in the water, and you can almost, want to put your hand in there and catch this, the stars and so forth, okay? There's some areas where there was no light, the street lights are off. They do not turn it on in the moonlit nights. So even the street lights are off. Okay, so the place was enough, the moon is enough because it's summertime, it's no cloud at all for a couple of months or so, 3 months. Okay, not much cloud at all. So that it's going to be a moonlit night because there is no cloud. So you expect that beauty that night, or the 3 nights, full moons, that's all full, right? That is, when the night comes down, there is nobody turns lights on in the streets. All the streets are dark, okay? But it's not dark. It is the light up there. Again, it is just, I'm keep going and going in this because something we don't talk much about, something we don't reflect on anymore. Okay, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us to pay attention to this, that we beautified something. Okay, can you imagine one of you did something beautiful and say, come on, I want to show you, and you go to see what the brother did here or there, or how he designed this and that. Okay, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, I beautified the sky above you, look at it. Okay, so now it functions in a certain way, a way that we do not know, but Allah is telling us about it, a way that we cannot figure out ourselves. Okay, we cannot figure it out ourselves, which is that there is shayateen, like jinns and devils, if you will, and they go up. Okay, they have the ability, Allah given the ability to go up in the skies. Okay, and that of them that gets too near to areas that they should not get to, or get some knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is keeping it away from them, then they will be hit by some shihab, some stars, some fire from these stars and so forth. So how is that happening and so forth? We don't know. But sometimes we see that is happening. Okay, we see some stars are being moving and so forth in the skies. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us now information here. Okay, that you beautiful skies, and look at it, and also there are jinn, there are shayateen, and they go up there, and and they are limited in their movement, and if they will go beyond the limit, then they will be harmed and so forth. That's knowledge for us. Okay, and that is something that we have to believe in. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you many level of knowledge now. The knowledge of the sky above you that you could see with your own eyes and see how beautiful it is. But then the knowledge in that, which is you cannot know really more than that. You try nowadays we get some kind of a machine that goes up in the skies and get closer and so forth, so we see a little bit more. Okay, so you see something with your eyes, but it's very far away from you that you cannot really examine it much at all. Okay? So you don't know what it is really. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you knowledge even more than that. That you see a movement there, and that movement could be, it is because of shaitan going up, and this is beyond our, we will never be able to detect this with our own senses or whatever it is that we can develop to see with and feel with and so forth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, they're more than what you are seeing here, okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us information of how, there are shayateen now, and those who do that, they will end up in hellfire. They have adhab as-sa'ir, that is adhab, a punishment that is severe at the end of time, in the hereafter. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us about, there is a punishment. And there is those who are, of jinn, going beyond the limit of what they have of limitation, and then there is a punishment for them. So there is a system here of control and punishment or reward. Should we go on or should we stop here, inshallah? That means you should stop. Okay, if you would like to ask questions or make comments, inshallah.
We're staying in the same topic. Allah says, وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا
موسعون.
وَالْأَرْضَ فَرَشْنَاهَا with hands did we construct the heaven thoroughly. We are able to extend the vastness of the space thereof. And you have spread out the earth. How excellent spreader are we? So the Musi'un, recently I heard that even the scientists did not know that the heaven above is growing, expanding.
Expanding, yes.
Yeah. But Allah here is mentioning to us that وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ.
Yeah. وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ, it is a present tense, right? That we are expanding it, ing at the end, right? So every time you read it, it is in that condition. It's being expanded. Yes. Yeah.
And also here the functions of the stars. They said that there are three functions. One of them is to regiment, to hit
The shayateen. Yes.
shayateen. The other one is zina,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one, the third one is guidance.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
For the pilots,
Yeah.
or for the people who are shipping, from the sea.
Yes.
They use it as a guidance.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that in al-ard, in the earth, alamat.
Yes.
Alamat, marks. We have marks. So as you walking around, you could see a mountain, you could see this, you could see that. So there is alamat that tells you where you're going. وَبِالنَّجْمِ هُمْ يَهْتَدُونَ, that is, with the stars they are being guided as well. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, after the mountain, make a right.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Guided by the stars.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, Amir. How are you?
You touched a topic that's very dear to me.
Okay.
Growing up, this was my habit. I was in the library, and I would hide books in different places. The books that I liked, I didn't want anybody to move them or take home. So, on grade 5 or 6, I remember.
You were always mischievous.
carrying the Quran. And nobody can really ask question about it, nobody knows the answer. But one came to came to the town that he was in, and he was able to give him the answer. So he was shocked that someone can give the answer, right? And then he went to some other town, and he gave the same question. You already know the answer, you already have the answer for it, right? But that was not the purpose of his question, to know the answer, right? Until he saw the man coming to that city again, he just packed up and left, okay, and so forth. Yeah, so, yes.
So guidance is for those who seek it.
Yes, yes.
Jazakallah khair.
Like, Sheikh, one thing is like, I saw like some of these people who come
Abu Amreen, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Abu Yusuf.
Abu Yusuf, I'm sorry, Abu Yusuf, okay.
Yeah, I saw some of these.
I know Amreen, I don't know Yusuf.
Yeah, so some of these people who ask these questions, I feel like, they have like these atheists or like even people like who are Muslims.
Your voice is like someone else. You know who Amreen is talking about? Okay. I thought you were someone else. Go ahead. Yes, Abu Yusuf. You are Amir.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like some of these people who have these questions, and like I've seen like they have like weird beliefs, like they will believe in UFOs. Not all of them, some of them they will believe in UFOs, aliens. But when it comes to like something about Islam, like the brother mentioned about this ayah of these stars being thrown as like against the shaitans. They cannot believe it. They cannot believe Yajuz Majuz, like where are they?
Yeah.
You cannot see it with the Google map, This kind of questions they ask, but they for themselves they have like weird beliefs that about aliens, about UFOs, and they can easily digest that. But when it comes from Islam, like everything has to be proved to them. Like I need to see this. Where is that thing? How can this be? Like yeah, I think like some of them they are not genuine. Like they just like want to argue.
Yeah, there are those who have disease, and you need to attend to their disease, as we were talking to.
MashaAllah,
right?
yes.
You need to attend to their disease,
Yes.
okay, to destroy the disease, but not destroy them. But the one that you're talking about are not like that. They are the disease itself.
Yes.
You understand? They're insisting that they have that disease. Okay, so that you just leave them alone.
And also what, as we talked yesterday about what Ahmed said, just try to find the common things that we agree, and let's build on that.
Yes.
Is also another approach. That is very, very, very nice to build a relationship between those who disagree with you, or maybe those who do not have any faith, do not believe in what you believe in. The first point of agreement should be, where do you start? Okay, what do you believe in? What do I believe in? What is the common for both of us? Let's build on that.
Yeah. Or like, for example, people asking questions about Islam.
Yes.
You just say to them, what is it in Islam you agree with?
Yes. Yes.
What do you like?
Yes.
What do you think?
Yeah.
They just ask that question and they move toward to talk about the oneness of Allah.
Yes.
So what do you think about the creation of Allah? So you have to flip the whole conversation.
Yes.
You can't follow that logic. You have to gradually say, okay, I hear you, but before that, let's talk about this. I think it may work.
So we're done, inshallah. Is it time?
Yes.
Yeah.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب